Hello there everyone, this is lavoncason here, back at it again with another YouTube video, and basically Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 on Nintendo Switch 2 is basically the PlayStation 4 version with slightly, better visuals. So as you guys can see here, these three versions right here, the Nintendo Switch 2, PS4, and the Xbox Series S, all in dynamic 1080p, while the Nintendo Switch version is a dynamic 900p and 30 frames per second, while these three versions are 1080p 60 frames per second. So let's go into the level of detail here. Let's go over here. Alright, so as you can see here, this is the level of detail. Notice the Nintendo Switch 2 and the PS4. Notice how similar these two look right here. And while the Xbox Series S seems like it is a league on its own when it comes to the level of detail. So let's go to here. Okay, you got Switch 2, you got PS4. And then you got Xbox Series S, like, it's a leap. Like, if you were to go from Nintendo Switch 2 to, say, Xbox Series S, oh, it's a leap when it comes to this game for the level of detail. Like, it is a leap, man. It is a leap. It's a leap. So when it comes to frame rate, like, the Nintendo Switch 2 version seems like it runs at a stable 60 frames per second. That's what it seems like to me, if anything. Like, look, there's no frame rate drops or anything like that when it comes to the Nintendo Switch 2 version or the Xbox Series S version. And yeah, pretty much that the Nintendo Switch 2 looks a little bit better than the PS4, but its base is pretty much the PS4 version. And this is pretty much Activision's first Nintendo Switch 2 game. And that makes me wonder, what will be the Nintendo Switch 2 version of Call of Duty? What will it be based off of? Will it be based off the PS4 version or the Xbox Series S version? Because if I were to use this here based on Activision's efforts at this point with the Nintendo Switch 2 based on this game here, I'm thinking maybe the PS4 version, though we are going to have to wait and see on that. But how do you guys feel about Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 being based on the PlayStation 4 version of the game instead of the Xbox Series S version of the game? Now, that being said, though, the Nintendo Switch 2 version is a decent playable version in its own right. I mean, it's a step up from the Nintendo Switch 1 version. Though, yeah, that's all I pretty much got to say on that. So, have a good day. Peace. This is lavoncason, sign out.